The product we're talking about here is a TV mounting bracket. With the advent of the new LCD LED televisions, which are now becoming much thinner in section, when you mount them on existing wall brackets, there is quite a large gap between the back of the television and the wall itself, and that can look unsightly in a modern lounge. So the task was to come up with a new bracket which allowed you to mount the television as close to the wall as possible, but still having the ability to access the cables and remove it as and when you need to. The design that we've come up with uses a very simple mechanical catching mechanism. On the back of the television we screw two catches to the back of the television, and onto the wall we screw a plate onto the wall. We then offer the television up to the wall, simply click it into place. The catches then engage with the wall plate, which stop it from coming off very easily. There are some friction devices so you can still move it side to side for alignment. And we built into the wall plate a wavy feature, so as you move it from side to side, the television actually articulates backwards and forwards. So if you want to adjust it for squareness, you can do. The cables behind the back of the television, when you have a television, you have a recess in the back of it where the cables plug into it. And most televisions now have the cables coming in from the side rather than straight in from the back, which means again you can get closer to the wall. Most people now take the cables out the back of the television and route it into a socket on the wall behind the television so you cannot see the cables. And this design works very well with that because it leaves a small gap of 10-15 millimetres between the television and the wall, so the cables can still run around to your connection point without pushing the television off the wall. Conventional wall mounting brackets tend to be quite large and bulky devices, where you end up screwing a plate to the wall, then a pair of rails, and on the back of the television you put a pair of rails on the back of the television, and then you click that over to it, and you still have to reach behind and screw it in place to stop it coming off. So the whole thing can space you off the wall by maybe sort of this distance, which is where the ugliness comes from. Whereas with our new design, you're only that far off the wall.